I feel hoodwinked. I feel betrayed. I feel done wrong. Man, the latest episode of X and Y, of course, left it on a cliffhanger. And I for sure was like, oh, I thought we were going to get some answers. And then, nope. Stay tuned to next week. So this episode starts off where the last one ended. Yes, while he was in his dreamlike state, he is in the escape room. I'm starting to wonder, and I'm starting to think that maybe what he is dreaming or sleeping, maybe he's sharing some type of wavelengths with someone else, because the fact of the matter is almost everything that he did, the girl that was stuck, that's basically kidnapped and stuck in an escape room, in the exact same escape room as him, she started doing the exact same stuff. Like even little things like using the cardboard boxes that were in the escape room to watch out for the acid and glass on the floor, which I thought was like, okay, that was pretty smart of him to think of that. But then all of a sudden she thought the same thing. I'm like, that's a little weird. So it makes me wonder that maybe all those times that we saw him in the escape room when I guess he was sleeping, or you know, just in the escape room that's not in X and Y, is technically someone else that's stuck, and maybe he's like through the brain wavelengths kind of doing the exact same thing they are and giving them the solution. It's a hypothesis, but I mean, it's as good as any right now because I have no idea. And being the fact that we get little nuggets of information, it's not exactly displaying the answers here. But regardless, this was a good episode. And I have to give it for Mr. Yan because it was funny as well. It had its funny moments. After he solves the escape room, he wakes up back in the bed with with Zhu, and she's like all over him like, yeah, I've been asking you out since forever, but now you finally said yes, and what do? You fall asleep. And I'm like, did that really happen though? Did that really happen the way that she's saying it happened? Because I don't, you know, from what it's shown us, she hasn't really come out and asked him out. But that she's saying that she did, that's a little sus right there. And of course, he's feeling bad. He's like, no, don't look at me. As he said, I'll be your slave in the next life, which I thought was very interesting words there. You know, funny, interesting moment, and which was followed up by the fact that he ran into the girl from the barista. But take note of this. When Zhu is telling Yan that, hey, I think I know exactly where we need to go, construction site wise, and the barista girl is passing by, she like glanced at her very hard. Now Zhu didn't really glance back, but it made me wonder, are they working, like I said last week, are they working together? Is this girl that's the barista, is she working for Zhu? It's like, just that sideways glance was like, that's side eye from last year. Come on now. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. Like she literally did everything but turn her head to look at her. So it's like, that's a little weird. Either this girl's very sus of Zhu, or she's like, they're working together. Something's happening here that's happening more than we know. But of course, like I said before, the episode ended on a cliffhanger because it looks like he might have found where the girl is, but we don't know because the episode ended. We hear a sound, he turns around, and then bam, credits. So we'll know next week. I kind of think that he does find her, takes her to the hospital, you know, everything like that. And then he kind of thinks about what is happening here. And the dynamic between Zhu and Yan right now, it's kind of in flux and kind of weird. Because is it going to be a relationship like she's saying that it is? Or is he going to be distant from her again? Because like I said last week, they were distant up until this kidnapping incident. And he's only really getting answers from her. Like, all of a sudden she knows all these answers, and not to mention, he had a foot injury all of a sudden, and as she says, she added ointment to it, which he hasn't had a foot injury before, but all of a sudden he has one now. So there's more mysteries and questions coming up, and we're sitting here like, well, I don't know, just spitballing. So regardless, a lot happened this episode and not a lot of answers, but we will find out, I guess, next week. But very good anime. I really am enjoying it. It's getting me on the edge of the seat, just sitting here racking my brain, trying to figure stuff out, throwing out hypotheses that I'm sharing with you guys. And feel free to share your own hypothesis in the comments below. We've been doing it for the last few weeks, and it's been actually a lot of fun doing that. So let me know what you guys think. Definitely make sure you like the video. Definitely make sure you subscribe for more on this anime and several others on the channel. We'll go over them and see what happens. You guys be safe, take care, and Lord willing, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now. Make sure to check out the extra content on our Patreon page, and thanks to our current patrons.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.